multiple projects at the same time. So he will be assigned one planner will be assigned for 2-3 different projects. So his salaries will be distributed all over the projects. Okay. But if you are taking an example for the project manager, he will be assigned only for that particular project. So that is an indirect cost of only one project. Okay. So this is what a definition for the indirect cost. And this what we will see in details how it is. Okay. What is an indirect cost? It can be associated. It's an overhead. Overhead also a kind of indirect cost. That means for running any project, you should have one team in your head office also. Okay. So that is your engineering team. What they are doing is they are designing, they are drafting your HVAC system from the office and they are sending it to site. So that is also should be calculated as an indirect cost. There will be some HR, human resources team also. There will be some accounts team also. There will be some procurement team also. So this all the teams will be known as indirect. It will be included in the indirect cost. Okay. So we will see one by one what are the indirect cost it is associated for the projects. The first is your project management team. Your project management team is your managers of the projects. Okay, it can be your project manager, it can be your construction manager, or a back of CEO or a chairman. They are your project management team. Okay, the second kind of team, the second team who is associated with this indirect HVAC cost is your commercial management team. Who is the commercial management team is your quantity surveyors. Okay, and your commercial manager. This comes under your commercial management team because for any projects you need to have one contract, one scope of work. Based on that also, that only your site team will work. Okay, and once the work is finished, there should be a commercial team who will file the invoice and get the money from the client. This is the work it is done by the commercial management team. The next is your document controlling team. So once if there is any documents keep on coming from the site, keep on coming from the client, if there is any change in the design, if there is any addendums and all, it is keep on coming. And that has to be filed properly in the ascending order. Okay, so that has to be done by your document controlling team. The next is your core engineering team. Who is your core engineering team is? The actual people, your mechanical engineers, your electrical engineers, your plumbing engineers, those who are working directly on the site, they are your core engineering team. Then your designing team. Core engineering and designing team, it's almost like a same. You will have your draftmen also who will design and who will make drawings using an AutoCAD softwares. So this kind of team who is indirectly working for the project, that also associated as an indirect cost. The next is your planning team that I have already explained. Like one planner should be there for a project to plan a project accordingly in a given duration of time. If you have a 24 months duration of a project, what a planner he will do is he will arrange this 24 months based on the activity. Okay, so what a planner will do, okay, the first activity should be your pipe supports. The second activity should be your pipes. The third will be your fittings. The fourth one is including your chillers. So based on the activities, he will arrange the activity in 24 months for complete HVAC works. Okay. The next is procurement management team. Who is the procurement team is? He will procure your material and deliver to site from the supplier. So that is a procurement management team, which is very essential team for all the projects. The next is your QA QC team. QA means quality assurance. QC is quality control. What is quality assurance and quality control team is like a specification. Let's say, for example, it is saying like you need to install a GI duct. So this is the team who will ensure that a GI duct, the same material what it is mentioned in the specification, has to be installed in the site. Okay, it should not be a material different than what it is mentioned in the specification. Like if it is mentioned aluminum duct, so that should not be a GI ducts to be installed over there. So there should be some team behind that work who will ensure the quality and who will inspect the quality for that particular product which is mentioned in the specification. So this is what your QA/QC team. The next team is your construction team. Construction team, already we have explained, like the site engineers, then your supervisors. This all comes under construction team, who will directly coordinate with the laborers. The next is supervision team. Supervision team also, it is known as supervisors, who will directly coordinate with the laborers for the construction works. And laborers are included in the direct cost, okay, which we have learned in the last lecture how to price it. But indirect cost, this is what a cost it is associated as for an project value. Okay, so this is the 10 types of indirect cost which has to be included in our